Hey everybody, a massive thank you again to Mayesh for having me as their Design Star 2021, one of 6. I am sitting here with the lovely Rachel Afshari and Daria Galt, owners of Lemon Press, and you can see behind us the installation that they have very generously allowed me to build in their space. So I want to just have a chat today with you guys about the process that we have around, from start to finish. So you got to see how I design, but obviously we need a space and people to allow this to happen. So just talk to me about what we first chatted about 4 months ago.
Okay, so I've always been very impressed by Hafsa's natural ability to make and transform spaces. And this is mid 1800 building, so a lot of original brick, beautiful, but a lot of brick. We've always been kind of curious about what would be the right fit for breaking up the brick a little bit and giving people more of a visual than just brick. And Hafsa always comes to mind after, experiencing her installs. You just kind of, it's what you're gravitated towards. There's nothing else that breaks up things better than a gorgeous install, in my opinion, because I love flowers and dried flowers are forever. So I like that idea. It's a little more permanent and a little bit more, a little less maintenance.
One of the things that's really unique about Hafsa & Co. is that we strictly work with businesses, right? We use flowers to help businesses stand out. So what does that mean? Daria talked a little bit about how collaborative this process is. Rachel knows exactly what she wants. She's very specific and precise about aesthetic. I think these ladies can agree with that when I create something for my client, it's a piece of marketing for their brand and for their business. And it doesn't just end at the installation, it's iterative. I design this thing, but then this thing is used throughout the season. Here on Nantucket, we have a very short season. People come in and out. This is a high volume restaurant on Main Street, downtown Nantucket. And people are constantly coming in and taking pictures and snapping them. And then that sort of disperses the brand, the name, the location. So this idea of floral marketing has really become a big part of our business. And I want to ask you, Rach, because Rach is a young, energetic, thriving female entrepreneur, why that's important to you.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about this, and one of our core values at Lemon Press is to be the highlight of everyone's day, every guest that walks in here. And I think that the space and the aesthetic is part of that. And every season we, when we're closed in the winter, we rethink that, and we're what can we bring to the space that's new and fun and energetic, that's gonna make people wanna come and make it more enjoyable for them. And this is exactly, we've been talking about this actually for a few years. Every, the coffee bar install was first, and now this beautiful install, and it's truly, this is going to be the highlight of people's day when they come here. And
when we design for a client and we think about the product that Mayesh has very generously donated for this, we think about where the install is being built. And Daria spoke to this a little bit. We are in an old building. We are in a very historical, Main Street, Nantucket. So what fits? And this is a semi-permanent installation, which means it can be taken down, but also we use dried materials because we want guests to be able to come and enjoy it every day. And actually talk about what was there before. And
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had these just, as Daria said, wanted to break the brick up, so we had these kind of just drapes, and it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. And so we knew we wanted to revamp this space, and I think that we decided to go here on this wall in the dining room above the diners so that they could have this experience and feel like they're immersed. And Daria brought up so many great points about, we worked through it, how high do we want it to be, how, we want to make sure it's not touching their heads, but it's still very visible.
There's fans in here, so you have to think about, when the fans turn on, is my pampas grass gonna go up the wazoo into people's food? So testing things, making sure you're using the appropriate materials, and really just having open and honest conversations about what's possible. Do you want to talk a little bit about how like something like this really translates over time and into social media, and how that you use that like long after I'm gone as a marketing tool for your business?
You know, whether you like it or not, social media is part of our life and it is part of the experience. And this is an experience, and so it's something that you have to be thoughtful about. Being able to provide something like this that translates so well as you experience it in person is great, but also part of our brand is experiencing it online and through social media and through that lens, and this allows us to do that too. People who aren't necessarily able to come and enjoy Lemon Press in the flesh can still enjoy it through, you know, our outlet on social media, and we're so happy to provide.
What advice do you have to small business owners who are considering, they're sort of on the fence about investing in a piece like this?
My advice would be to really concentrate on how you feel naturally and organically through colors and experience and what makes you comfortable, you know, and not pay attention so much to what's trending or what everyone else likes, but really just be true to your own brand and make this a part of your expression for your brand. And that's what we're learning now later on in business, not in the beginning, is that we have a vision and we want to like stay strong to that. And when we express it through our decor and through our food and through our language, we want to make sure that we're not doing it because that's what Nantucket wants. It's what we want to give Nantucket. An amazing thing happened to me as a business owner this year, and it was understanding that it goes way beyond your family and it goes into your community. And I think that bringing more people into your business and collaborating, sharing your space, sharing your ideas, giving free consulting is so much more to your business, and it brings more people in.
You always say community over competition, and
Absolutely.
it's just so true. It's like we're all here to help each other succeed, and that's really just all that matters, and you help us succeed. And
Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for following along on this journey. I thank you to Rachel and to Daria for having me, letting me create art for them in their space, and thank you to Mayash for featuring me this month as a design star. I'm truly honored, and I hope you guys learned something. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.